Hello, this is Patrick with OneCNCWest, and what I thought I'd do in this video is talk a little bit about the OneCNC 4-axis module. All right, in this video we're going to be taking a look at 4-axis positioning. All right, let's take a look. Now the very first thing that you're going to want to do is create a construction plane on each face that you'd like to apply toolpath. This provides two advantages. The first advantage is that the construction plane tells OneCNC how many degrees to rotate the part. And the second advantage is that that construction plane acts like Z0. So if you want to machine a pocket that's minus 100 thousandths deep, you simply type in minus 100 thousandths. If you want to drill a hole that's 1/4 inch deep, you simply type in minus 1/4 inch. So let me demonstrate. The first thing I'm going to do is head down to our construction plane tools, and I'm going to create a construction plane on this face. And I'm going to give it a name. In fact, let's just call it side 1. I'm just going to repeat the process for the remaining two sides. We'll call this construction plane side 2. And let's rotate the part around, create a construction plane. We're going to call that one side 3. All right, very good. So we have construction plane side 1, side 2, and side 3. The next thing you want to do is you want to extract your wireframe geometry that you'd like to apply your toolpath to. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. And by the way, when you start extracting geometry, OneCNC creates a brand new layer for you called Extracted, and you can take a look at all your extracted geometry there. All right, and the very last thing you need to do is head up here to the axis control, and you want to set OneCNC up to 4-axis position machining. All right, so let's apply some toolpath now. I'm going to head down to the construction plane tools, select side 1. That's the construction plane where I want to apply my toolpath first. We're going to be applying a profile operation. Select the geometry, and I already have some templates set up, so I'm going to select this template, and we'll just click next, 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 and finish. That looks good. That applies our profile operation. Same thing for drilling. We're going to select the holes. That looks good. And I also have a template set up for this as well, just to speed things up. All right, so we're using a 3/8 diameter drill there. I think all that looks good. We'll click finish. Now I want to machine on side 2. So I select the side 2 construction plane and just simply start applying my toolpath. And I have to remind you that because we're using construction planes, again, if I'm going to machine a pocket 250 thousandths deep, I just have to type in minus 250 thousandths. And that's what I've done here. All right, I think all that looks good. We'll click next and finish. And there's our pocket operation. Let's drill those 4 holes now. So I'm going to select the 4 holes, and it's really just repeating the same process. I'm going to select a template. I believe we're just using a little 3/16 diameter drill for this. All that looks good. We'll click finish, and then there's the toolpath. All right, let's go ahead and select the side 3 construction plane, and let's start to apply toolpath to that. Now for this, I'm going to be using a profile operation, and I'm going to be using a 2-inch diameter shell mill for this. So just like before, I'm going to select a template that I've created a little bit earlier. There's our shell mill. All that looks good. We'll click next and finish, and there's the toolpath. All right, so let's go ahead and machine those chamfers now. So I'm going to select the chamfer operation, select both edges. That looks good. And then I already have a chamfer tool selected here. So I'm going to use that chamfer tool. I think the speeds and feeds look fine for this. We'll click next. Our clearances look great. Our depth looks fine. I'll click next and finish, and there is the toolpath. So you can see the advantages of using construction planes for each side that you'd like to apply your toolpath to. The construction plane determines the actual amount of degrees that the part's going to index, and it also acts like Z0, so it's very easy to type in your different depths of cut. So what we're looking at now is our toolpath simulation. We've already machined side 1. Now we're machining side 2. Here's our closed high-speed pocket operation, and we're drilling those 4 holes in all 4 corners using that 3/16 diameter drill. When that's done, we're going to index over to side number 3. There's our shell mill, and there is our chamfer operation. Now another advantage of using the 4-axis module is you have the ability to import tooling or fixturing. That's what I'm doing here, is I'm merging in an indexer as well as the vise. Now this really enhances the capability to visualize what's really happening out there on the machine tool. So when I go to our preview toolpaths, you're not only going to see the toolpath simulation, but you're also going to see the indexing simulation along with all the different fixtures that you're using. This is great for checking clearances and things like that. You can check the clearance between the actual tool, the tool holder, and any type of vices or fixtures that you're using for your 4-axis toolpath. All right, so there's our high-speed pocket operation. And when that's completed, we're going to change tools to that 3/16 drill, and we're going to drill all 4 of those corners. And by the way, even though I'm not doing it right now, you can rotate the view at any time. You can zoom in and zoom out. Again, it's just a great way to check all the clearances and make sure that the part is indexing and the toolpath is exactly as you'd like it. All right, so with side 2 completed, we're going to rotate, change tools to the shell tool, and now we're performing the chamfer operation on both sides. Now, out of all the benefits that the 4-axis module provides, I believe the strongest benefit is the fact that you only have to use one work offset. If you'd like to use a work offset for each side of the part, you can, but you're really making your programming a lot more difficult than it needs to be. For example, on this part, I'm just using one work offset. I place it right at the very center of the part. That's my X0, Y0, Z0. Now I can completely forget about that. I can apply my toolpath. I can put in whatever depth of cut that I want for each side, and the 4-axis module is going to output the proper CNC code, all referenced off of one work offset where I decided to place the X0, Y0, Z0. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us, and I will talk to you later.